sounds like I put someone to sleep out there. With the real deal A, okay, this would be where your fret nut is. E becomes the 5th. Okay, so that's why the bottom string shape, the bottom string of the A cage, which is defined by the cage that has the A shaped, you know, A, 5 root 3, 5, 6. E, F sharp is the 5th and the 6th of the key of A. So that's why in the key of C we have G, A is the A shape, string shape. Okay, so we're up here. Below it we have the 4th string shape. 4th of A is the D string shape. Okay, now to the right of it is not the 5th. To the right of it is the, we go in caged. So A goes to G in the word cage, so it'd be the G string shape. But the 5th of that would be the next one over in cage from G would be E, 7 root 2. Why? Because 7 root 2 is the bottom string shape, bottom 3 notes of your E cage there in the short system. So let's keep going. So here we're going vertically. Alright, but I'm saying it still works horizontally. I made a mistake. It actually, horizontally we can go in 4ths and 5ths, but that would be without any note sharing. So if we're on the A string shape here, we want to go to its 5th. The 5th of A is the E string shape, so there's no note sharing. A, E, the 4th of A is D. Okay, so that there's no note sharing going this way. Up here there's no note sharing either, but these are definitely 4ths and 5ths within the cage. So we talk about string 2 is going to be the 5th of caged. Okay, the 5th of that string shape, which is the bass string shape. So here with the D, it's going to be the 5th of D is A, is the 5 string shape. Now, string 3, here's where it gets interesting. It's going to be the pentatonic scale increase of the bass string shape by 1. So if we're in the bottom here, it would be D down here on my guitar. Okay, string 3 is going to be the pentatonic scale increase, which is going to be the C string shape. Okay, so let's make sure we got that right. Pentatonic scale from D is not the C string shape. That's the cage increase. That'll be string 4. Cage increase will be string 4. My eyes. Like that. It's going to be the pentatonic scale increase. So from D we go to the E string shape. Right there again. Our E string shape there. So this is always going to be true with the short system and probably with the long system, but you have to take the long system and divide it into the little short systems sometimes, and it'll go out of the cage maybe, you know, causes some shape fitting, I call it, pattern fitting. It's normal. Once you get it, or once you're way up here anyway, you know, away from the fret nut, you're okay to, you know, with any of that. If it goes out of the cage, you know, if you don't like to play it, go to the next cage up or the next cage down, something like that. But anyway, so string 3 is going to be the pentatonic scale increase of the bass string. So with the D here, 2, 3, 4, string 3 is going to be the E string shape because D goes to E in a pentatonic scale. String 5 is going to be the caged increase. In the word cage, C-A-G-E-D. Start over again, you go back to C, which 3, 4, 5 there. Okay, now so that's how that works in the D box. Now we look at the 4th string, which is the B string. No matter where you are, this is the B string. All right, the 3rd string is the D string. It just happens to be D string shape in the D cage, but it's always the D string no matter what. To me, that's what I identify it as. That way we don't have to worry about up and down. It's just the D string. Anything on the D string. All right, so the fifth string is the B string is always the string shape fourth of the top string shape. So if we're here in the D, remember the top is the same as the bottom in the D string, in the D box. Okay, so it's going to be the fourth. The fourth of D is G string shape, 6, 7 root. Sorry for that little ditty. Anyway, so that's how the strings go. That's just a little interesting background. You know, another little perk about this chart here, that I did put that on because I was doing a little bit of that on some of the older charts. Not older, but you know, about 4, 5, 6 charts ago. I was concerned about a chart that I had made. How are we going from caged to string shape to caged? And a lot of it's just deductive logic. So if you're just playing an A string shape in the middle of nowhere here, you know, what cage are you in? Well, you can just follow right there. You're in the G cage. So that's the play it up. Play it up in string shapes, the fifth of A, the fifth of that, the fifth of that, you get to G. Another way to do it is to realize that the third string, okay, as this says, is always the pentatonic scale increase. So remember the opposite of pentatonic scale increase is caged increase. So A goes to G in cage, you're also in the G box that way. Okay, and then that way you know also that the G box has on its third string the A string shape. Third string is a pentatonic scale increase. G goes to A in a pentatonic scale. So that works. You know, and all that's, so it really the pentatonic fretboard here, and these lines are note lines. So you can see middle C has a line through it, and anybody who knows the staff knows that middle C has a line through it. You know, it's a sit in between line. It's like a Saturn note, as opposed to a sunset note would be a line above and line below, the horizon and the cloud line kind of thing, if you want to look at it that way. Helpful. Now, this is, I just want to show you one thing here where we have D cross G cross A here. Okay, I don't want to waste too much time trying to make this perfect, but down here where we have the D box that we were just talking about, okay, so this is the D box. Don't worry about this stuff because this is just the E box. It's just the way I drew this. This is also true in this D box here. So we got 1, 4, 5 in the D box. You notice the D here, the G here, and the A is the fifth. So we have in the D box, let's say I got the K bow here, but we don't want to get, let's see, D, G, A. We should be able to do it, but you can't do that in, you know, with the other boxes. Like with A, you won't be able to get that third shape unless you have the fretboard there, but not if you have a fret nut there. I'm just doing this to make this easy. G, A, D, G, A, sorry. D, G, A. Okay, so we could get that with the fret nut. So that's what that is, and then in between we have, so we start with D shape C, E minor shape, D minor, then a G minor shape, G minor shaped E minor, then a G shaped F. Okay, so let's try that one more time. We can't get that. I got that wrong. That was not a G minor shaped, that was an F minor. We want the E minor. We're going to have to start down here. So see,